Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Mughal Empire. So we've expanded again, we've taken out some of Gujarat's lands, and overall got some vassals, got some land we have to integrate in core and all that. And we also have to try and get land back to Hormuz, which shouldn't be the biggest issue. In fact, I could probably take these guys out quickly and return a good amount of land there. I do want to pick a fight with Persia at some point, and I also have to finish off Malwa soon. In the meantime, however, let's pick a fight with these guys. We'll go for Qatar. We don't know where Funj is, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem for us. And I assume at some point we'll get military access from somebody. And then we should be able to fight these guys. Actually, Hormuz alone should be able to do fairly well. We are also not going to be raising autonomy anymore. It's that we are going to be harsh treating rebels, which should net us a solid amount of absolutism. We're up to 8 already, so still got a ways to go. 11-time culture gives cavalry. I suspect these guys are in that group. Tell me? I'm curious. Yeah, it is. Okay. A long way to go to get any more bonuses, but progress slowly being made. I do get military access, so let's swarm some troops in there. Actually, they have 11 troops, which is interesting. 11 troops. Our allies should have a superior navy, but they don't. Or, sorry, our vassals should have a superior navy, but they don't. We are also annexing Assam because they're no longer needed. They've served their purpose. And we are not, in fact, affecting the Ming border that much. We still have truces and treaties with all these guys, which is rather annoying. We got 11 years till we can expand in that region anymore. We also learned that tributary state mechanics are a mess right now, which is frustrating. Let's also pick this fight. Oh, good thing I didn't actually say go. I don't actually have a claim on their land. Okay. Avoided massive disaster there, barely. Can I take you out? No, apparently you're going to get away. Or we're going to get away. You're not going to get away from that army. Stack wiped. Let's go siege their capital down. We don't really want to do too much damage to them. We want to give this land to Hormuz, though. Get them functioning, I guess. Let's get a little bit of our favors raised with the Ottomans. We are second in the world in military, I suspect behind the Ottomans. We still have smaller armies than both the Ming and Russia, because we're not up to our full force limit. Because we can't really afford it, and we also have 2 more loans to repay before we can get away with it. So, we'll get the claim on Malwa. We'll attack Malwa, we'll attack Cochin, and we'll try and make progress on that front. Cancel. Call you. I really just want you to return what land you had to Hormuz, to be honest. What land do they desire? Those 4. Fair enough. Actually, I need to transfer control, though, don't I? And apparently we got manufactories. Awesome. That is like absolutely perfect. Cool. We don't have many manufactories, so us actually getting that. We stole it from Gujarat and that triggered it. Nice. Sheer dumb luck. Anyhow, that should start spreading through our lands very slowly because we don't have too many manufactories. The ones that we do have, we'll get it quickly enough. And I guess we'll see how that does overall. It's nice that we got manufactories. I haven't gotten institutions for a while, actually, other than self-developing them. It's playing a game as Portugal, actually, a game as Portugal and another game as Spain, or Castile into Spain. And both times, I was the only one that knew about the New World for, what, 10, 15 years past the 1500s trigger time for colonialism. It took till Britain discovered it to actually spawn the institution, even though I knew where it was and should have gotten it ages earlier. So that was frustrating, but it's nice to actually see that my game is not somehow messed up, and that I can, in fact, get institutions. I don't know where Funge is, so there's no point in me really worrying too much about them, is there? I'll give as much land as I can to Hormuz, and then we will see how that all works out. I can actually give them all their land. Nice. There we go, 100% war score. Hormuz has massively expanded once more. Perfect. And we are in fact maxed out on admin power, so let's do some development. Cost 33. We will develop these as high as they can go before we move on. There we go. Still shy of the Ottomans, but we are in fact catching up. And hopefully the Ottomans seem to still be happy with me. Good. Oh, the Marathas have now rebelled. Okay. I'm going to have to deal with them. That's going to be a problem. Theoretically, and I might do it, I can give somewhat independence to these areas. Actually, wait. Is it really just like right there? I know, Peasants' Rage is in all these provinces. Oh, okay. Let's get some more troops raised from this army. Okay, we need quite a few more troops. These, some of them are mercenaries, the rest are not. That should be enough infantry, all told. Unfortunately, our trying to get a claim on Malwa is going slow because apparently they have counter-espionage against us. And one of my generals died. You. I might actually get these armies while they're sitting here drilling for that little bit more army professionalism. Plus the drill, if there is an actual Maratha revolt, we need that. Okay. Orissa's still a ways to go. We can't attack Gujarat for 13 years. However, it's going to be a huge drop in income, or trade income, for most everybody. Not too terrible for me, though. We've got a good wife for our ruler. 9, or 10 actually. We have a geniusly diplomatic heir, though. Kind of cool. Apparently Gujarat was really into building the manufactories because they built them everywhere. We need a lot more money before we can do that. Which is unfortunate. It's going to be quite a while before all our troops are trained. Get some horsemen also on the field. Maratha raiders, which is ironic that we're actually going to be fighting the Marathas with Marathan units, but hey, weird things happen. How are we doing here? Available mercenaries is almost boosted. Once we get the land force unit boosted, we're going to have a massive land force limit. We're already over 200, so we have 15 promoted cultures, which is hilarious. Take the stability, I guess. We do have enough to get a claim on these guys' lands. I will in fact do so. So that. Declare war on you. I won't call Great Britain into the war even if I could. Send you to there, send you way down to there. Interesting, I can call Great Britain to the war. I guess I do have half decent trust with them. Which is a shame that I'm eventually going to have to kick them out. Oh well, that's the way the game goes. I should be able to insult Russia, I believe. Send insult, scornful insult. No, just normal insult. Do one power projection. Russia versus Denmark. Denmark is rather dead. Denmark has no allies. Brandenburg is massive, like horrifyingly massive. As are the Ottomans. Austria, by comparison, is not doing too well. Has vassalized the one province of Hungary, though. The HRE is absolutely huge. France has no opportunity to become emperor, which is kind of amusing. I guess they don't have good enough diplomatic relations with everybody else. And that's roughly where it's going. Let's see, religion, Protestant is just in the eastern HRE and Denmark. Hindu is slowly being wiped out by myself. Speaking of which, okay, I don't have a huge amount of trade power there yet. Assam should be annexed next month, though. There we go. We'll just have to wait a little while for it to actually process that. Let's return this army to India. Despite all our power, we are definitely an Indian empire. And that would be Assam has been assimilated by my government. They no longer pose a threat to my power, as if they ever really did. It gets us closer to Eastern Aryan, though. We get the East Indian textile production, so let's see. Oh, I need the Orissa lands. I need all this land. Should actually, I do have all the Central Indian. Okay. Just curious to see what I needed more of. Hopefully I can remove Cochin from the map, which will weaken Bijanagar significantly. We actually want the tech, mainly because better cannon will be a huge bonus for a nation with as much cannon as we in fact have. Let's send you over there. Oh, apparently something, oh, the year must have ticked up. The year and the institution penalty. That would be why. I was curious as to why it said we could have it and then we couldn't have it. Turns out that's why. Can't do anything versus you. I really do need some military power to suppress revolt soon. We're up to 13 absolutism. Cool, cool. I'll send you over there, kick those guys out. We've won the siege of Cochin. I don't think they've got any particular cores that I want. I could steal some land from them though. Steal those. Some of their provinces must be developed. No, I just don't have claims on them, I guess. It's a little frustrating. Okay, Portugal was spying in my lands for some strange reason. As if Portugal thought they could fight my armies. There we are. Fortune is finally realizing they can't win. Is in fact seeking peace. I would like the island province ideally. I'd also like those two provinces. Let's march you north. We'll repair the fort. A little bit shy of actually being able to take their lands, which is annoying. Oh well. We'll do that. We can almost force a peace with them. That forces them to get rid of their alliance with Vijayanagar. We'll allow the Brahmins some little bit of influence, because now we can get legitimacy for a while. Which overall, just stabilizing things is always a good move. Actually, we've got perfect religious unity, almost, so it's not a big problem. Fortune. Buddy, there you go. Force them to know their treaties with Vijayanagar, which might actually, unfortunately, trigger Vijayanagar to wipe them out. I'm going to raise autonomy in these two provinces, because if they do revolt, I can't actually get an army there. And then I'll have to repress all the others. And revoke as many cores as I can get revoked from you. There we go. And tiny bit of money. There we go. They are gone. We're going to have to smash their separatist rebels, but overall, progress is being made. More importantly, once I can actually get some of these lands controlled, we should own most of these. Taking land from Britain is going to be an issue, though. I think I could beat Great Britain in a war. I don't think they're going to get Brandenburg, Milan, Iroquois, Montfaucon to help them. If they do, I'm going to be in trouble fighting Brandenburg anyhow. Really, Vijayanagar, I'd like to actually break an alliance with you. Do I have any claims on your lands? I don't. But I do want Orissa's lands. These guys almost hate me. Persia still hates me. I could call both Vijayanagar and or Rate into this. Could not call Great Britain right now. Still could not call the Ottomans. Okay, well, at least these are two vaguely functioning armies. So I should be able to raise a handful more infantry. And apparently another cavalry unit, and then those armies should be deployable. Okay, apparently I just got a random general. Better than my current general, so we'll put you in charge of something. And fire you. No idea where these guys are going, but they're going somewhere. Gujarat can die in 11 years. I have no idea where these rebels are going. Let's try and... Really, where are you going? You have no cores down there. This is ridiculous. This must have been their actual path before I wiped them out, which was apparently to march all the way down here for some strange reason. Okay, we'll take the stability hit, unfortunately. And then we will consider picking a fight with Persia. And their two little allies of Shirvan and Mazaran. Mazandaran. Now the problem is, as soon as I pick the fight with Persia, Orate will probably be attacked by other people. But there's only so little I can do to help. At some point, Orate is probably going to lose me as an ally anyhow. Armies are pretty much at full size now up here. Not that I'm going to deploy them outside of India at the moment, because they are, I believe, way too large for the actual supply limits. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait a while to use them outside of India. Too bad. Speaking of things going well though, institution is spreading. Hey, there's the separatists. They finally returned. Apparently I'm being called to help the Mamelukes and fight Mamelukian Australia. Sure, I guess. I don't know why the Ottomans need my help. I really don't. They really don't need my help. I don't think I'm going to actually help them. I think I'm just going to ignore them. Go fight Persia instead. Since the Ottomans clearly are never going to join me in my invasion of Persia, I don't feel particular help to go help them. I think that's fair. Send you guys out though for allies in outraged countries. None of my subject nations are going to dare revolt against me, so I'm not worried on that front. Although actually, looking at it, we'll do one subject country. I have a subject who's not loyal. Okay, there we go. It's finally working. Let's pick this fight with Persia. We'll call both the Orate and Vijayanagara into it. And we are going to take that province, I think. Actually, no, we'll take Thata. $55,000 versus 141,000 should easily go in our favor. Plus the Ottomans are going to absolutely wipe out the Mamelukes immediately, so I don't really care what goes on over there. There's no way they beat the Ottomans. I don't even know why the Ottomans need my help. Although taking Mamelukian Australia would be kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. Although I suppose it makes sense. They're a republic way down here, obviously, you know, colonial government. Wow, we had advisors for ages. Okay. We've had level 3 advisors for a long time, which is why we're not making any money, but that was interesting that they are so old. So of all the things we take, we want this fort. We've pretty much created a line of forts all around India. As much as possible. I should probably stick one up here, actually. Oh. That's good there, that's good there. Right. No. They still can get to that fort. Boy. Okay. We'll strengthen those forts. That way our war with the Ming, even if we own the Burmese land, we have a fallback point. I'll wait till I take this fort here before we actually attack Persia proper. If we actually can ever take that fort. There we go. Another conversion to be done. Let's swarm into Persia. Should be a relatively easy win. Honestly, the only real problem is these guys keeping the war score up. We're going to offend Great Britain a little bit. Ideally, if we can get Great Britain to break their alliance with us, I'd be happy. Probably never going to happen, but it'd be cool if they did. Let's get some more absolutism despite the atrociously high repression costs. This is so many provinces are unhappy with me. Peasant rage and all that, you know? I don't know where my enemies have wandered off to. They're invading Hormuz, which is actually fine with me because Hormuz is rather a sacrificial person. You know what? Let's do that. What the heck? Once we get 240, we can promote her, and she'll still be cheaper than the level 3 guy we had. At least I think she will. Okay. The big worry is how long it's actually going to take Persia to realize they can't really win. Persia has 6 morale. We have 6.17. However, one of that is solely due to a bonus. So I don't know when that's going to run out. However, Vijayanagar is a powerful nation in their own right that probably could win this war on their own. It would be tough for them, but they could put up an even fight. So by and large, I'm going to let them deal with fighting Persia if we can. We want these provinces, and we want to return all those to Hormuz. Probably not going to happen for a while, honestly. We can't get to Muscat here to siege it anyhow unless we march all the way around, which at some point we will do. So we will promote her, and she still is in fact cheaper, so I guess in the future it's worth getting the cheap ones and then promoting them up if it comes to that. Unfortunately, my army up here is about to get destroyed. There we go. Retreat. Why are you retreating to there? I do not understand. I really don't. Okay. We'll press you there. Persia is still enthusiastic about this war. Or Persian military strength, I see. I still need the level 3 there. And I need to insult somebody. Or the Ming, I guess. There we go. Get some more power projection going. Free 1 of all stats. Always worth doing if you can afford it. As long as they won't come kill you. Which is in fact a possibility for me, so I do have to be a bit careful. However, I don't think the Ming are about to attack me, the Ottomans, and Great Britain over an insult. But you never know. Sometimes the AI is absurdly reckless. This army is pretty much rebuilt from losing all its troops earlier, so we'll redeploy them to the field. Reality, I should start combining my armies and moving larger ones, but we're still suffering attrition just from our smaller armies. Which is frustrating. Which is very frustrating. Although our supply limit is pretty good. If I could combine a couple, if I could combine 2 of them, that would be awesome. I just don't know if it's worth the attrition penalty. You know, 20% absolutism. This war is going to drag on for a while longer, so I think I will call this here. And we will continue the war versus Persia next time, hopefully retaking this area and taking the 4 or 5 I need over here so I get claims on the rest of Persia. So thank you guys all for watching. That will be it for me for now, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.